Don Rickles built an entire career on tearing people apart and somehow making them love him for it. Born in Queens in 1926, he never looked like a traditional star, and early in life he struggled to find his place. He wanted to be a serious dramatic actor, but the moment he stepped onto nightclub stages in the 1950s, audiences reacted more to his lightning-fast insults than any script. Rickles leaned into it, inventing a style that would define him forever. He mocked celebrities, roasted strangers, and even insulted powerful figures without hesitation. When he joked about Frank Sinatra to his face, instead of anger, he earned a lifelong ally. Soon he was everywhere, from The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson to the wild chaos of the Dean Martin celebrity roasts, becoming known as the Merchant of Venom, a comic whose cruelty somehow felt affectionate. Off-stage, Rickles was far softer than his persona suggested. His marriage to Barbara Sklar lasted more than 5 decades and grounded him through fame, tragedy, and the devastating loss of his son Larry. He also found new life late in his career when younger audiences discovered him as Mr. Potato Head in Toy Story, introducing his sarcastic voice to an entirely new generation. By then, Rickles had roasted presidents, movie stars, and friends alike. Almost everyone laughed along. That was the unwritten rule of Don Rickles. You took the joke, and you gave him a reaction. But there was one man who never played along, and it bothered Rickles more than he ever admitted. That man was Denzel Washington. Where Rickles thrived on chaos, Washington projected calm authority. When Rickles fired off his trademark insults, most celebrities leaned in, laughed, or fired back. Washington didn't. He remained composed, serious, and largely unmoved. For a comedian who lived for the reaction, the silence felt like hitting a wall. Friends noticed the difference. Rickles, usually playful even when brutal, became sharper when Washington's name came up. He joked that Washington wouldn't laugh if you paid him, but beneath the humor was frustration. Rickles believed comedy broke down barriers, and Washington's refusal to crack meant the barriers stayed firmly in place. The contrast between them only deepened the tension. Washington carried himself with discipline and dignity, a performer known for intensity and control. Rickles, meanwhile, built his career on disruption, embarrassment, and pushing people off balance. One needed laughter to connect, the other didn't need it at all. Over time, that difference turned into a quiet standoff. Rickles could roast anyone, politicians, icons, even Sinatra, yet Washington remained the one audience he couldn't reach. For a man who measured success by the laugh, that single failure stuck with him. When Don Rickles passed away in 2017 at age 90, tributes celebrated a career built on fearless humor and unexpected warmth. He had spent decades making the world laugh, turning insults into affection and discomfort into connection. Yet the story that lingered behind the scenes was that even the greatest insult comic had one mountain he could never climb. Everyone else eventually laughed. Denzel Washington didn't. And for Don Rickles, that silence spoke louder than any punchline.